Good evening, Facebook. So, I wanted to share with you an experience that my son had a little while ago here in his home of Grass Valley, California. He was walking down Mill Street during, business hours, of course. Very, very busy. Lots of people out on the road, out on the street, shopping, doing their thing. And this black car comes by with about three white guys in there, presumably in their 20s, all of them yelling out of the car, "Nigger, nigger, nigger, nigger." And obviously, he's walking down the street, and so they're driving at a walker's pace all the way down Mill Street, yelling this at him. He turns the corner and starts walking up Main Street towards the Bret Hart, and still they're side by side with him yelling out of the car, "Nigger, nigger, nigger." Now, what bothers me, first of all, about this is that, we have all these people out here. A lot of people still want to maintain that racism doesn't exist anymore. So this is a prime example of that being an out-and-out fantasy on the part of some white folks who desperately want to believe that racism doesn't exist anymore. What saddens me the most about it is that it's bad enough to have this kind of trauma happen to you on a regular basis, which it does. He's been dealing with this, his whole life here, dealing with it at school. At Nevada Union, doesn't even really want to go to school anymore because it's just, it's so bad. But what saddens me about this particular incident is that we got a town full of people on the streets shopping. Clearly they would have heard this, and not a single person made a decision to come to his aid. Not one single solitary person felt it important enough, felt that his life had enough value to stop and say something, or to bring him inside and show any level of concern for his safety. So for those of you who desperately want to believe that racism doesn't exist anymore, kiss my ass. That's number one. Number two, for those of you who watched this happen and chose to say absolutely nothing, shame on you. Shame on you. We can do better, people. This is not an indictment of Grass Valley. I love it here. I've raised my family here. I married my wife here. It's a good place full of a lot of good people. But if you want black folks to stop talking about racism, y'all need to get up off your asses and do something when you see it going on. Bottom line. Stop acting like you don't know. Stop acting like you don't see it. Stop pretending. If you don't want people to think of you as being racist, then get off your ass and do something when you see racism happening. That's how we solve the problem. That's how my son will feel protected in his own town that he was born and raised in. That's how my son will know that his life has some value